So I will definitely never forget the moment I took a pregnancy test and it was positive. I was with one of my dear friends in a Starbucks bathroom. And, I think the biggest emotion I think initially was fear of being like, oh my gosh, this is a pivotal moment in my life and everything is going to change in this moment. And then, thinking, well, what am I going to do? What path am I going to take? How am I going to figure all this out? So it was very overwhelming and scary. And I definitely cried and hugged my friends. And, she's like, we'll figure it out. Like, it's going to be okay.
Nearly half of all pregnancies are unplanned. So as you can imagine, when women walk in that are in Nicole's situation, they are just feeling pure panic, a lot of shame, very overwhelmed, shocked, guilty, abandoned, sometimes depressed. And here at Life's Options, we just want to erase all of that and treat them as Jesus would and come in a humble and unconditional love way, that they don't have to feel those feelings anymore, that they can feel hope, they can feel love, they can feel joy in this situation.
I would say I never saw myself as being somebody who was going to have a kid without the father. That was never something I planned, never something I imagined, it's not something I wanted, but that is just how my life unfolded.
When life flips upside down for our clients, we just know that it's very important for them to walk through all of their options. When Nicole came in, I could tell that she was very scared, and thankfully she had a friend that came in with her to just put her at peace to walk through our doors. And as we got to know her story, as we got to just know her heart, I could tell that she started opening up more and more to us. And there was a point where she just started crying about what had happened, and I felt it was okay to walk over and just put my arm around her, just to be that hand, that helping hand in that moment, and just to be that listening ear. And as the director of Life's Options, I think that's one of the things that is most important to us, is that people can walk through our doors and they don't have to have fear or shame, but they can walk in and just feel at home. They can feel like they're talking to a friend, that we are not judging them for anything that they've done. And that's just really where our heart is. We want them to feel like this is a safe place.
And if I can help one person out there who's terrified, who's alone, who feels like all the doors are closed and there's no way out, there's no hope, no, there really, really is. And that's so important for people to know, because it's scary going through something alone. And it can be so easy to feel like you want to give up on everything. And you don't have to. You don't have to give up on anything. There's a way out. They say, like, when there is no way, God will make a way. It's like I have personally in my life, in many other situations, literally seen, the equivalent of God parting the Red Sea. And that's what this was. It was a parting of that sea, of all the obstacles, of the pain, the fear, the hopelessness, everything that you have that's negative. There is a way through. And I found that.
We're here for them to be a friend, a resource, to help them through this unplanned pregnancy. So we offer many different resources for them, including providing diapers, wipes, baby clothes, formula, parenting classes, birthing classes, so many things that they just need in that moment, for them to know that there is help out there. And I think that's something with a lot of our clients, is they just don't know that there are resources available to them when they find themselves in this situation.
And they just met me in my mess and was like, what can we do for you? How can we be here for you? And I think a lot of times, I know for me, not having a lot of experience with pregnancy centers or anything like that beforehand, you kind of sometimes have these ideas or these assumptions that, oh, they only care about you in this way, or they will only support you this way. And then, there's other centers who do the same thing, but in the opposite ways. But I never felt any pressure or expectation. I knew personally what my choices were and what my options were. So they met me in that, and that's where they're like, okay, this is how we can support you. And that's really what I got, but I got it tenfold.